Hello, I'm Jamila Musayeva, an international etiquette consultant, author of etiquette books and pre-recorded online courses. In today's video, as you can tell from where I'm standing on the stairs because today's video is going to be about the stair etiquette. So how to walk properly up and down the stairs. But before I get started with today's video, I want to thank the partner of today's video, which is a shoe brand called VIVAIA, which is an eco-friendly, super lightweight, timeless, elegant, breathable, all the best things I can think of when it comes to thinking of shoe, comfort, elegance, and timelessness. And this is the brand I've collaborated with already for many years, and I adore their products. I want to show you the 3 top new shoes that I have in my wardrobe that are super comfortable. So the very first shoe I want to show you is the one that I'm wearing for today's video, the Julie Arch Pro. They have the 3x arch support system and a honeycomb cushioned insoles, which means they provide extra support and stability and pressure relief for your feet, which I love because I'm standing for the most part of my work and trainings, so these are definitely the most comfortable running heels I've ever had. The next favorite VIVAIA shoe is Nelly one. Look at these beautiful pink ones. I adore them. What I love specifically about this one is that it feels like you're walking barefoot, and it's also foldable, so you can actually put it into your bag and travel with it. So whenever I have a teaching course or I'm attending some seminars and I'm wearing some uncomfortable heels, then I'll definitely have one foldable Nelly in my bag to quickly change when I need to. And also has an adaptable all strap, which means it pretty much fits every possible foot arch. And the best part about it, it's machine washable. And the newest, the latest VIVAIA shoe that I have is Flat Pro, which is the most comfortable shoe VIVAIA has ever launched, and I guarantee you, you're going to love it so much. It has soft rounded heel, which makes it super gentle on your ankles, especially if you're prone to getting blisters on your ankles. And it has a breathable mesh, which means it's perfect for spring and summer. And honestly, just look at the color. It looks perfectly and goes perfectly well with every possible outfit that you want to wear in spring and summer, and it's great for going out but also for work. Use my code to get discount at VIVAIA's official website. Click on the link below to get an update on Flat Pro's official launch and get an early bird pricing. So there are a few things that you need to keep in mind, few rules when it comes to walking up and down the stairs. The very first rule that you need to keep in mind when using the staircase is understanding which side you will be walking up on and which side you're going to be using to walk down the staircase. Especially when there's one staircase that's used for both directions, like it is in my home. You'll have people simultaneously going up and down on the same staircase. In this case, the one that is closer to the handrail, like I'm standing right now, this is the side, so the right hand side is going to be the one I'm going to be using to go up the stairs. So if I turn my back towards the staircase, it's going to be my right hand side. And then the left one is going to be the one I'll be using to go down the stairs if there are 2 people simultaneously walking the stair. But if there's no one, obviously I can use either side of the staircase. This is to ensure that if you are in a public place and there is one staircase and there are a lot of people walking up and down, you know which side to walk on. Sometimes this differs from country to country, particularly it is the case for UK and Japan, where most of the driving happens on the left hand side. So that means that you have to switch the rules in those countries. So everywhere it's the right hand side where you actually get, for example, to stand on a staircase and walk on the left. Then in Japan and UK it's the other way around. But in this particular video, I'm not talking about standing and walking. I'm talking about simultaneously going up and down the staircase. To clear one issue before I proceed with the rest of the rules when it comes to walking up and down the stairs is understanding also in places where there is, for example, an elevator or a staircase that is only used to going up. In that case, those 2 sides are also divided in their purpose. So usually the right hand side is for people to just stand. If it's an escalator, you'll be standing there, and the left is for those that want to walk. So for example, you're standing in an escalator in the airport or shopping mall, you're not in a rush, so you'll be standing on the right hand side. And if you want to walk faster, if you're in a hurry, you want to walk actually, then you're going to be using the left hand side. Again, that's different when it comes to UK and Japan. The second important rule to keep in mind when it comes to walking up and down the stairs is knowing how to use the handrail. In particular, For those that are usually wearing heels and are always scared of, some people have phobias of stairs, they always have this idea that they're going to trip and fall. So if you're someone who always is heavily dependent on a handrail, an important note I want to make is you never grip it. You never really harshly grip it so that your fingers go numb or white or red out because you grip so hard. You have to glide your hand on a handrail. That way it ensures that your movement is more delicate, is more elegant, and it doesn't feel like you're stuck on one particular stair. So you're going to be gliding your hand as you're going up and as you're going down the stair. The third important etiquette rule that when it comes to walking up and down the stairs is making sure that you glance only. You don't stare, and you glance once or twice to see where you're going, either up or down, so you know what the stairs look like. You can approximately understand what your next steps are going to be like. Because if you stare at your feet, you're going to miss out on a lot of things that's happening in front of you. So your gaze should be open to everyone around. If you're walking into a whole room, if you're walking to a business meeting, if you're walking into a gala dinner, so your gaze should be open to public, but you can and should glance once or twice to see where the steps are taking you. So I'm going to show you now how to properly do it. This is actually one of the moments from the movie Princess Diary when she's taught how to walk down and up the stairs, and you can watch it as well. I have done a whole entire review, etiquette review on my Patreon Etiquette Movie Club of Princess Diaries, and that particular lesson is mentioned there as well. Speaking of an open gaze, this brings me to the fourth important etiquette rule when it comes to walking up and down the stairs is ensuring that your chin is parallel to the ground and your head is up and not down. So when you walk and you are staring at your feet, obviously your head is going to be down, and that's never going to look confident, graceful, elegant. If you want to have this elegance about you, this gracefulness and confidence about you, your gaze should be open. And when you're looking up, obviously that means that your head should be up and your chin should be parallel to the ground. Of course, when you're glancing, you can quickly just slightly bring your head down, but then again up to have this open gaze and chin parallel to the floor. The next important etiquette rule when it comes to walking up and down the stairs is ensuring that you are stepping the right way. And the right way is with the heel first. So whenever you step on a stair, it should be heel first and then your toes. So heel, toes, heel, toes. And this also helps you to balance yourself a little bit more. And this brings me to the next important point, and that is when you are stepping on your foot, you have to make sure that one of the foot is already firmly on the ground before you lift the other one. Sometimes people are in a rush to go up and down the stairs, and they are so quick that they lose the balance and trip on the staircase, which happens a lot, particularly when women are wearing heels and they're in a rush. So you have to always take your time when you're walking up down the stairs, no matter if you're in heels or not, and you have to make sure that one of your foot is firmly on the ground before you lift the other. So in a way, it almost feels like you can balance on one of your feet and then you step the other one and lift the opposite feet. The next important etiquette rule to keep in mind that stems from the possibility of getting into this accident of tripping and falling is wearing something really long, an evening gown, black tie. If you're going to a black tie event and there's this gala dinner that you have to go either up and down the stairs and your dress is really long, it can get in the way when you are stepping on a staircase. So what you have to do is you have to use your other hand that you're not using to glide your hand on a handrail. So usually it's our right hand that is on the handrail when we're going up. So we can use our left hand actually to slightly lift the dress up to ensure that at least the front of the dress is not on our wear as we are stepping up the staircase. Again, if you're walking down the stairs, if there is a handrail on the right hand side on this hand, then you're going to begin using your right hand and using your left one to again lift your dress. It's something you get into habit of doing, and it's something that can ensure that you will feel a lot more comfortable and confident going up and down the stairs. And the final etiquette lesson that is about using properly the staircase is knowing where to stop in order to have a conversation. Oftentimes we're caught off guard by someone we know on a staircase, they want to chat with us. So the best way to do it is actually ask your companion, whoever is talking to you, and suggest that let's walk down the stairs and continue our conversation there. So you walk down the stairs together and then you step aside to have a conversation. If for some reason, one is going up and you're going down, there's no way you're going in the same direction, you want to have a little chat, what you could do is you step aside to one part of the staircase, have this short conversation, and then proceed each to your own destination. Because I have seen a lot of instances where people block the whole staircase by standing in the middle and having conversation there. So the other people cannot walk neither from the right nor left hand side because you two are in the middle. Make sure that you step to either left or right hand side and have your conversation there. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give the thumbs up because it helps me understand what kind of content you enjoy watching, and I try to shoot similar kind of contents that you find useful. Also, do let me know down in the comment section below what are some of your video suggestions or maybe comments or questions you have about staircase etiquette. Also, if you want to learn more in depth about etiquette, you can get my books that are available on my website. They are all in English and shippable worldwide. You can also join my pre-recorded online courses, The Art of Entertaining at Home, which shows you video tutorial how to set up a table according to 4 different seasons, how to wrap gifts, how to host people over. And the second course is called Western Formal Dining Etiquette from A to Z, that teaches you how to properly behave at a formal dinner. So from the moment you step out from the car, go up the stairs, and how do you behave at the table. Both of these courses will give you a certificate of completion upon completing the course. Also, if you want to learn even more in depth about etiquette, you can join my Patreon Etiquette Movie Club, where every month I do an etiquette analysis of a given movie. So far I've done over 40 different movie analysis, and by joining it now you'll have access to all those movie reviews, and these reviews are exclusive to Patreon community only. So if you have made up until this point of the video, that means you're the most patient ones among my viewers, and as a gift I always love to disclose the outfit of today's video at the very end for the really patient ones. So for today's video I'm wearing something that I wore on my trip to Saudi. I've shared some pictures from my trip to Saudi for Riyadh Art Week. So this is a dress from a brand called Rixo. It is super comfortable. I thought it was very vibrant for this kind of an occasion. I've paired it together with an Alaya belt that I've had, I think, for over maybe 6-7 years, and I have paired this entire look with my super comfortable VIVAIA shoes that happen to be the sponsor of today's video, that I find very, very comfortable, and I wear them every day for work as well as for outings. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!